my live. Can you guys hear me, see me? Wow, I'm looking rough, you guys. I did not even look in the mirror before this live. What's up, everybody? Oh, we got people in the chat already. Let's see. We have Nancy here, C.A. Hicks, Summer, Tammy. What is up, everybody? How's it going? I'm so excited to talk about this today, you guys. I watched the 2 episodes literally just last night. I was like, oh my gosh, it's already Wednesday. I got to get these in real fast. And so once I started watching, I'm like, I don't want to stop watching. Like, I could have stayed up all night and binge watched them, but I stopped. I stopped at the 2 episodes, but I'm like so anxious to like get more into the story because it was so dang good. Who is watching it? Who here is watching it with me? Mary, hey, what's up? Summer, same. So Summer, did you do just the 2 episodes? Were you able to like stop at the 2? I hope so. I know there's a lot of people who have also like watched it before I even started doing all this, and you guys have watched it and you guys are like, you have to watch this one. It's so dang good. And you guys were so right. I am loving it so far. Charles, you just finished the 2nd, just in the nick of time. What did you think? Tammy said, I am awesome. Susan Norton, hello, hello. I binged it all this weekend, but went back to watch 1 and 2. Oh, Mary, you're awesome. I'm so glad. Well, I'm glad. Well, first of all, you know everything that's coming up. But second of all, I'm glad you rewatched it so you could talk those episodes with us tonight. I didn't stop at 2, Becky. I get it. It's hard, but I didn't want to do like the entire season because number one, I don't think all of us have time to sit and binge. I mean, I don't really have a lot of time to sit and, I mean, I can make time if I wanted to because last night I was very tempted, but I just didn't want everyone to feel rushed watching it, but we'll get into it, and then at the end, I'll kind of talk about what I want to do with like the episodes and stuff. So, oh, Jen Bowles is addicted. I am too. Jen, you only watched the first 2 episodes, right? Is that right? I'm trying to remember all who told me who like went ahead and all who had watched the 2 episodes. Junie watched or finished the episode 2 tonight. Awesome. So it's all fresh in your brain. I rewatched every episode today, Carmen. That is amazing. Junie, already obsessed. I'm already obsessed too, you guys. So I don't know if you guys saw the video that I put out earlier today, but yeah, I love it. Like these first 2 episodes have me hooked already. And I said this in the last video, but I'm like, the relationship between the women, the 3 women that are in there, and I had to pull up, you guys, because I'm so bad, especially just first getting started. Number one, I have a hard time remembering characters' names. So I literally pulled up on here, like, the names of the characters in, just so I could remember, because I know I'm going to, like, forget. But Maddie, Helen, and Dana, the 3 ladies. What do you guys think of them? Like, okay, first of all, do you guys have a favorite? Do any of you have, like, a favorite so far? I'm curious. Okay. Oh, Nancy, me too. Okay, so Nancy said, I really like the brothers' relationship. I really thought when the little brother pranked the oldest that he was going to yell at him, but he ended up laughing it off. Okay, Nancy, I'm so glad you brought that up because I think there were so many good parts in the first 2 episodes that I was like, oh, I think that was my favorite part. Like, I really thought, okay, I'm so dumb because in my notes, like my favorite quote of the whole movie, I wrote it down and it's not, oh, it was this. Don't ever trash talk my brother. When Tyler said that to the girl, I was like, oh yeah, I like loved that. And then when he went home to like confront his brother, I legit thought, I'm like, oh man, they're going to have it out right now. And then he just like started like playing around with him. And it was like the sweetest, like, thing. I don't know, like it made me tear up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect that for that moment. But that was probably my favorite thing was the relationship with those 2 boys. I'm like, everything they're going through with the divorce and all this stuff going on, the rumors and everything they're dealing with, I'm like, they have each other's back. And I like love that. And I hope it stays that way. I really do. So Summer says she said, I love the brothers' relationship. Love, love, love this. Thank you, Stephanie. You guys, so I know I'm going to catch up on, I'm going to go through the comments because I really do want to hear your guys' thoughts. So I know I'm not like looking at you guys, but I'm just looking at the chat right here. Oh, can we talk about the baseball team? Yes, let's talk about it, you guys. The baseball scene was sad but cool at the same. Well, okay. I don't even know where to start. Like, there's so much I want to talk about with this. Like, okay, so first of all, can we all agree that Bill's a little scum bug it? I don't know. Bill's a little punk. I don't know if he's gonna have like a change throughout the series, but like literally right now, I'm like, Bill, you are such a punk. Like, you're just arrogant and mean, and part of me is just like, you get everything, like everything, you're getting what you deserve right now. Oh, look at that. Everyone brought me some dinner. I probably won't eat it right now because I'm going to talk too much, but thank you so much. Bye. Bye. Yes, Bill is horrible. Bill is a jerk. Bill needs to be slapped. I think we're all in agreement. But Bill is just such a jerk. Yes, Bill needs slapped. Okay, so Bill, for those of you who haven't watched or haven't seen the show, Bill is Maddie's ex-husband, or they're going through a divorce because Bill cheated on Maddie with another girl that's like half his age and got her pregnant. And so now Bill and Maddie are going through a divorce because of all of this. And you can imagine their poor kids. They have 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. And you can imagine what their kids are going through. So their oldest kid, Tyler, is like so angry with him, rightfully so, and just literally wants nothing to do with him. And so I don't blame him, you guys. I feel so sad for the kids. Like, of course I feel so sad for Maddie too, but I'm like, these kids are just trying to like navigate life, and then on top of that, like all of this going on and dealing with the rumors, because it's like, it seems like a pretty small town. So, you know, like rumors are flying, they're at church, people are staring, like it's like so much. So yes, Bill's a jerk. We can all agree on that. Everyone hate MZ. Oh my goodness, the look between the coach and the father. Yes, I'm like, I am so interested because based on the previews, I don't want to spoil anything, but you guys saw the trailer. It looks like Maddie and the coach get together. So I'm curious how that's gonna go with Bill, because at the end of episode 2, you guys, Bill was literally had Noreen, the lady he got pregnant, laying on his lap. And while she's laying on his lap, he's like scrolling through looking at his old family pictures. And I'm just like, dude, you're an idiot. Like, look what you lost, you idiot. Like, you should be mourning right now because you deserve it. I'm so mean. Yes. Rihanna says Noreen is one of those annoying moms in the crowd. Like, it annoyed me so bad when she started. Like, part of me is like, she's young, maybe naive. She got like, I don't know. Like, I want to know more about that situation. I don't know if we'll find out more. Sorry, I'm trying to read your guys' comments too. But I'm curious if we'll hear more of her story, and if she obviously knew he was married and stuff, right? Like, I don't know. I'm like, why is she yelling for Tyler? Like, that bothered me. I'm like, you're not his mom. Like, quit acting like that. That annoyed me so bad. Yes, I don't like Bill, and I don't like Noreen when she was cheering at the baseball game. I was like, oh my, get out of here. That's exactly my thoughts too, Colby. I was like, get the heck out. Like, who are you? Like, don't act like you're his mom, because you're not. Like, I just feel so much for Maddie that I'm like, I already feel like defensive for her. I haven't liked him since American Pie, LOL. Oh my gosh, you're right, Peggy. That's what Chris Klein played in. That's why I'm like, what movies was he in? It was that one. You're right. Really not my cup of tea. I feel like there's a lot of negative things in the show. Courtney, I don't know. I think I guess I'm kind of different, where I feel like I like to watch kind of real life scenarios come to life through a movie, because I'm like, man, there's so many people that can relate and build strength from these real life situations. So yeah, I would say like if your life is heavy right now and stuff, that maybe it's not like the best. But for me, like there was so many things that I found in there, like that were positive. Like I was saying with the women and their relationship together, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love their friendship. The friendship that these three women have and how they can lean on each other. I love that. And I feel like everybody needs that kind of friendship in this life. So I thought that was really cool. Let me see. Mary, my favorite quotes. Are you sure you want my opinion? Lipstick with don't make me sleep. Wait, don't make me slap your nail polish. I know what you're talking about. That was seriously awesome. What do you guys think of Dana? I'm curious what some people think because I got mixed reviews about Dana in my video in the comments. So I'm curious what everybody thinks of Dana. It is a small town feel, which I'm kind of like interested in, which is why I really like Dana's daughter's perspective, because she is just at the point where she's like, I just kind of want out of this town, but I feel like she's kind of going through something where she's trying to find the beauty in it also. So I really loved her conversation with Helen when Helen, she's like, why did you come back? Like you were out of here. You got a one-way ticket out and you had it made. And I loved how Helen was just like basically talking about the people and how the people made her experience there like amazing. And so I just think that's so true. Like you can live anywhere and the people could make or break where you're at. And so I could totally relate to that. I loved that. Yeah. Okay. So Stephanie says, I like Dana. She has spunk. I agree. Jen Bowles, I love Dana Sue. I think she is a lost soul dealing with past traumas. You know what, Jen? That's kind of the feeling I got. That's exactly what I thought about Dana. I'm like, I love that she's a strong woman and can like stand up for herself. Like she was just like, you're not going to walk all over me. But I also think that that's like a shell that she puts on because she's so like, I feel like we're going to hear more about her story and we'll probably hear about many times that she's probably been hurt or betrayed or I don't know. This is just my guess. This is kind of like going off just the first two episodes. So I feel like she's kind of put up a wall and has made herself hard, but I'm like, I see through that. Like, I think that she's probably a pretty awesome person that just needs to work through some things. So can relate to her, Mary. Yes. I feel like I could relate to all three women in one way or another. Which for me, for Maddie, and I said this in my video earlier, Maddie is just like, to me, the most amazing mom. Because I just feel like she's trying so hard to keep it together through all this. When I'm like, all you want to do is literally probably crawl in a corner and cry. And she is like holding it together so well for her family. So kudos to her. She's amazing. And starting a new business, mind you, like that was crazy. Okay, Kelly, that's interesting. I think I see too much of myself in Dana that I don't love, that you don't love about yourself, actually. That is so interesting. I could see that, how you could see a character where you're like, ooh, I have that trait and that's not a trait I like. And so you in turn don't like that about, I could totally see that. I could totally see that. I'm interested in her story. I'm so interested in what's going to come of her story. Tina, you're cracking me up. Tina says, come on, ladies. Now let's talk about the coach. Hello. Yeah. What do you guys think about the coach? I feel like he's going to be like the guy that comes in and like sweeps Maddie off her feet. And like, he's going to kind of be that hero that's like, that we're going to root for. Like we hate Bill, but we love, what's the coach's name, you guys? I forgot. We could call him just Coach if we want. I don't know. But he's awesome so far. I'm like, I feel like he's going to be the one to kind of help her through this disaster. And he's already like concerned for her kids. And I don't know. I think it's going to be kind of a cool thing. Courtney Holland, the only thing I got out of this show is to believe in yourself. Hey, that if you take that away from it, I think that's awesome, because I do think we all kind of need that reminder sometimes, that especially when going through really hard times and struggling, divorce, and like these real life issues, like yeah, we need to believe in ourselves and that we can get through it. Noreen thinks she should be motherly because they're getting married. She is naive in a lot of ways, but she wants a family for her baby. Yeah, you guys, I'm going to be honest. I was a little torn with Noreen because I could see the hurt in her face. Like like I felt sorry for her, but at the same time, I was like, shut up, like quit crying. You caused this type of thing. You know what I mean? But in me, I was like, oh, I kind of do feel sad because she does seem so young and so naive. And she got into this mess and now she's kind of stuck because she's pregnant. And so now I feel like she wants to feel accepted by people at church, but most importantly, like the family. What did you guys think of Maddie's younger son? I forget his name too. What's his name? What did you think of him going, like being cool to go with her? Like, I was like, no, why are you going with her? Like, don't be nice to her. That's so mean. I think Noreen doesn't have anyone but Bill. Yes, Colby. I think you're right. I think that's literally all she has. And so I feel like I said, I feel like she feels stuck. Like she's like, this is all I have. I've made my bed. Now I have to lie in it. Like, so I'm interested to kind of see where that goes and how she does with all that. Because to me, Bill's the big bad wolf in all of this. Like, he was the married one. He shouldn't have been doing that. Obviously, if she knew he was married, she shouldn't have been either, but he gets the biggest slap in the face, I think. It bothered me as a mom, but he can relate, but he can relate since they are close in age. Oh, I see. Are you talking about the younger son and the stepmom or whatever, Jen? Yeah, I could see that. It bothered me as a mom too, but yeah, maybe here's the thing about the younger son. And is it Kyle? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Mary. It's Kyle. So yeah, I agree with you, Mary. Kyle feels like the odd man out, and I think he feels bad for her. I think Kyle just has a really good heart. Like when I watch his character, I'm like, he's just a good person. Like you can just see it. I mean, I hope it stays that way. It's hard to talk about this not knowing everything that's happening coming up, but he just seems like a good person who wants to do the right thing and wants to be kind to everybody. And so I do admire that about him, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, your mom's right there and you're saying you want to go with her. Like, dang it. I wanted to hate Noreen, but I couldn't. I guess that's a really good way to put it because I kind of feel like that. I'm like, I'm supposed to not like you, but at the same time, I feel bad for you in a weird way. I don't know. Maybe that'll change. Who knows? I'll be interested to see how my opinion changes throughout the episode. Bill is the worst. I agree, Susan. He is the worst. Jen, I don't like Noreen, but that's my own past coming out. So that's what I find so interesting about watching these shows is like we relate it to our own lives, right? Like, so there's certain characters that I'm like, ew, you bug me because you remind me of so-and-so, or you remind me of this situation that went down in my life. And so I don't have pity on you kind of thing. So I could totally see that. Or you relate to a certain person because you think that way, or like Kelly said, she didn't like certain things because she didn't like those things about herself. So that's why I'm like, man, that's when you know a show is good though, is when like you feel it. You know what I mean? Okay, he is so nice and you can tell he is such a people pleaser, which is good, but also feel like that will end. Oh, sorry, it's scrolling up. Also feel like that will end up hurting him. I agree, Nancy. I totally 100% agree with you on that. He does seem like a people pleaser, and I kind of saw that when that girl in the high school came up to him and was like, "Oh, tell me more about your brother or whatever," and he was like, he just wanted to give her something because she was asking for it. So in that way, I felt like he was a people pleaser too. So I totally agree with that. Peggy says Tyler, Kyle, and Katie are her kids. Yes. So Kyle, I need to put that in my head. Kyle and Katie. Okay. Okay. You binge watched the whole season. I don't think you're alone. Is it? Sorry, you guys. I can't see. Rihanna. I don't think you're alone. I think a lot of people have binged it. So yes, don't spoil it, but still participate in the discussion of what happened because I like to hear your guys' thoughts. Danny, I binge watched episode 1. Yeah, Danny binge watched episode 1 and then he fell asleep and started snoring and I had to hit him a couple times. So I'm like, you're being too loud. Like, I'm trying to get into this and you're snoring. You little butt. Chef Guy has feelings for Helen. Yes. What do you guys think of that? Do you guys think, what's Chef Guy's name? Like, these are, I will learn these names, but it takes me a few episodes to like actually learn them. But first of all, I love Chef Guy because I just think he's like charming and just like nice and hardworking. And I feel like he looks out for Dana, but then like his and Helen's banter, I'm like, I like that. Like, I kind of want to see them together. So I don't know what happens, but I'm curious if that will actually happen. And what's up with the other dude? Like the, not Brad, she fired Brad, but the other kid that is with the, I don't know his name. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? And he was like looking through the files, like being all suspicious. I'm like, what is he doing? I'm nervous about that. I think he's going to be shady. I don't like Bill or Noreen. Reminds me of my ex-fiance and the gardener that she cheated with for a year behind my back. Ugh. But it's okay. I found Irene. So Charles, your Irene, I think is going to be the coach, Maddie and coach. And in the end, it will work out because she deserves all the best. Maddie's mom reminds me of my grandma. Oh, you know what? You're right. Maddie's mom was so sweet. I actually really loved their relationship too. Like, I loved how Maddie went over and like apologized to her and like realized like her mom is just there to help her. So many different things happened in just these 2 episodes. I'm like, dang. Yes, the guy that was in her office. You guys, what's going on with that? What do you guys think? Just people who haven't seen all the episodes, like, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think he's gonna like screw her over somehow? Because I kind of feel like, I don't know. I kind of feel like it. Let's see. Yes, the young kid, Isaac. Yes, is that his name? Chef Guy has a name, but I forgot. I know, I forgot too. Yes, I'm curious about the file looker. I think his name is Isaac. Okay, we'll call him Isaac. Isaac the file looker. I already got my heart broken 2 times. It reminded me how Maddie feels. And like I said, again, you guys, like, that's why these are so relatable. Like, you guys know, I've been through a divorce. I could totally relate to how she's feeling with raising kids through like all that trauma. So my heart is, I love Maddie. And you guys, I really love Helen too. I love that Helen is like there for everybody, but I do think she doesn't give enough to herself. So I think it could be like so many people rely on her and go to her, and she's so smart and so sweet. She always knows what to say, knows what to do. But I do think she has some like inner demons within herself that she needs to work through that she doesn't, because she's so worried about everybody else. So I'm curious where her story will go to. Chef Guy is Eric, and the young guy is Isaac. Okay, thank you, April. So Chef Guy, Eric and Isaac. Eric and Isaac, okay. What's gonna happen with Brad getting fired? Because it looks like he keyed her car. And how creepy was that? Him like out in the street with like his hood on. I think that was Brad. I was like, dude, that guy's creepy. And the weird thing to me too was that she didn't tell anybody. Like, why didn't she tell her friends that she saw that he keyed her car and then saw him in the street? Like, that seems like something dangerous is gonna go down. I feel like I was spying for the guy she fired. I feel like he was oh, Colby. You might be right. Like, he's part of it. Ooh, that's scary. Maybe he was looking for the school Dana went to because he was asking. Oh, Summer, that might be. Maybe I'm just like worst case scenario thinker, and I'm like, oh, he's like after her for something. But you're right. Maybe he's looking because he was questioning Chef Guy. Eric? I can't remember now, you guys. I'm so bad. I will learn his name. But but he was questioning him a lot about what school he went to, how he learned how to do certain things. That could be too. That could be too. The people who have watched that, you guys, if you or watch this, you guys are like, you're way off. It's so funny. Eric is the chef. Isaac is the younger kid. I need to instill that into my head. Brad gave me the creeps from the first look at him. Yes, April, I agree. I'm like, dude, something's off with this guy. This guy's weird. Jen Bowles, I hadn't even thought of that. Could be Brad, but could be her ex. Okay, Jen, I had that thought when she first was firing him, because it seems like they've had a past, right? Like, I'm like, okay, this guy she's firing, totally, it seems like they had a past together. Like, they know a lot about each other. And I had that same thought when she was firing him. I'm like, is this her ex? Like, is this someone that she has had a relationship with and she's finally just cutting ties with him? I'm curious, Jen. I don't know, but I think that's a good guess. Helen is why Bill changed his mind about the house. Helen is why Bill. Yes, Tammy, you're right. That was the other thing I was wondering. What did Helen say to Bill to get him to give Maddie the house? That's what I want to know. And does that come out later? Someone tell me who has seen it. Do we find out what she said to him to get him to give her the house? Because I don't think that was easy for him to do that. I really like Maddie, even though I do not have kids. I know what they go through, a divorce with a cheating husband. Yeah, I'm so sad for the kids. And I'll be honest, you guys, I'm really loving following the teenage aspect of this too, with like Tyler and Annie and all of the kids, and just seeing, because I have teenagers, and so just kind of seeing their mental state and where they're at and kind of what they're thinking and how it affects them. Like, it's very interesting to me. So I'm really like loving the kid aspect in this, and Annie too. I'm like, I feel for Annie, because I do feel like she does get a little bit of the back seat with her mom, because her mom's so busy. And I part of me is like, Mom, come on, step up, like pay attention to your daughter. And then at the same time, I have compassion on her, because she's like a single working mom, like trying to make everything work. And she's like stressed out of her mind. And so I get that aspect too. So it's like you can find compassion for all of these characters in here. You just feel bad for all of them. Mary, I have a zipper over my mouth and fingers. LOL. No spoilers. Oh, I'm dying, you guys. I am dying. I want to know, but I don't. I think Annie has a crush on Tyler. I think you're right. And then do you guys feel like, is it Kyle, the younger brother? Do you guys feel like Kyle likes Annie? Like, I almost felt like in that first scene when you kind of see them together, Tyler walks off, and then Annie's kind of looking at him, and then Kyle's kind of looking at Annie. So I'm like, ooh, is this like, did anybody else feel like that, or is that just me? Let's see. Are you doing only 2 episodes at a time, Tina? If so, this is going to kill me. Okay, so that was what I was wanting to talk about too. Let's talk about that in just a minute. But I think I'm leaning more towards doing more during the week, because I don't want to wait for 5 weeks either. So I don't know what happened to my voice there either. Okay, Nancy, you noticed it too. Yes, Kyle likes Annie. Okay, that's it. My total thought was like, okay, that I think is going to be interesting to see how that goes down. And I'm curious, did it give an age range between the 2 brothers? I'm curious what the age, I mean, because they're both in high school together. So I'm curious what they're not that far apart. Kyle likes Annie. Why does Kyle remind me of Justin Bieber? Oh my gosh, you're so right. Just like Justin Bieber back in the day when he first started, like this innocent hair, like takes over everything. Oh, you're so right. That is hilarious. I will never unsee that now. Oh my gosh. No, for sure Kyle was googly over her. Yeah. I'm like, when I first saw that scene, I'm like, this is like a love triangle type thing. Also, how old is Noreen? Because someone said he He's only a couple years older than Tyler. Yes. Like someone said that Noreen was closer in age with Tyler than Bill. So I'd be curious too, what are the ages on that? Mary says Kyle's a freshman and Tyler is a junior or senior, I think. Okay, so they're a year to 2 years apart. So that's not a huge age gap. Oh my goodness, I thought the older brother looked like Zac Efron. I could see that too. I thought she suggested that his patient might not react well to his cheating and leaving his family for the pregnant office assistant. Yeah, you guys, how crazy was that? That all the patients stopped, they started canceling all of their appointments because they were like, we don't like what you did to Maddie. And that's the crazy thing about living in a small town is like everyone knows your business. And so when you screw someone over, it's like don't mess. I think Noreen is like 24-ish. She completed nursing school. Yeah, that makes sense. That I would put her probably in like the 24-ish category. And then how old do you guys think Bill is? He's probably like mid-30s at least, right? Because if Tyler is like 16, 17, he's got to maybe be 40 even. I think Dana didn't tell when Eric keyed her car because she won't admit to her friends that she's spooked and won't show any weaknesses. Oh my gosh, I so agree with that. Like, yes, I so agree that she doesn't want to show weakness because she's put up this wall and she doesn't want to show any weakness. You're so right. I think that's why, but I feel like she might regret not telling people. Like, people need to know that so they can kind of keep an eye. Ooh, I live in a town with a population of 800, no privacy. Yikes, that's scary. I don't know if I would like that. Eric didn't cure her. No, not Eric, Brad. Brad. Did I say Eric? Sorry, I meant Brad. I'm assuming Brad keyed her car. The dude that she fired. Yes, I think you're right too. She's had to be strong. She's going to have a breaking point. And you know who else is going to have a breaking point? Helen. Helen is going to have a breaking point because there's just only so much you can do when you're like helping other people. And it's like, oh, you're helping. And then at one point you're just going to like crash and just like, oh. So that's what I loved about like the women and their friendship. Like I loved that they go to each other and they have like their margarita nights and they talk and kind of hash things out because I think they all need it. I think she has the wall to convince herself she is okay and fearless, a defense mechanism. I 100% agree. That's why she didn't let the other chef help. She didn't want to seem like she was not in control or didn't have it covered. Boom, Danny. You were watching a little bit. I think you're right. I think she didn't want to give up that control and she didn't want to feel like she needed help. Oh, boom, right, nail on head. See, Danny doesn't even need to be awake for these shows. It like goes into his dreams and he remembers them. My Alabama town is really small. How do you like that, Tammy? Is it kind of weird or is it just you're used to it? Helen and Eric seriously belong to them. If they don't get together, I'm going to be so bummed because I just feel like their dynamic, you can feel it. Like you can feel it through the screen. I'm glad she put in the cameras. I think the young daughter is going to lose it and act out. I agree. She might rebel. I really feel for Annie. I think she needs her mom. She needs her mom right now. And I don't know if her mom can give her everything she needs. We'll see. I'm like hoping she is okay. What do you think about the popular girl showing up in a Sharpay Evans costume in front of all of Tyler's team? I thought that was weird. Did you guys think that was weird? I'm like, was she being serious or was she trying to make fun of him? Like I couldn't pinpoint exactly like what her intentions were. Like was she literally just like trying to make a mockery out of him? Or was she being serious? Like she wanted Tyler to like him. What do you guys think? Because I couldn't tell. And then when they were at the locker and she like went up to him and he was like, don't ever talk trash. I'm like reading the quote. Don't ever talk or trash talk my brother, and like walked away. I was like, boom, take that, Sharpay. That's crazy. Wish I had Netflix so I could join it. Oh, Jen, I wonder if there's another place you can watch it. Does anybody know? Okay, Sweet Babies says that she was being real about it. Okay, because I couldn't tell. I'm like, is she trying to be a jerk, or I got like both. Yeah, like why ask for and don't, oh wait, why ask for dirt on him instead of asking what he likes? Yeah, that's where I was confused too, Summer. I was like, why are they asking for dirt and not like exactly that, like what he likes? I just thought that was really weird. I'm like, is she out to get him or is she trying to impress him? So I was confused by that. Kelly Brown, let's talk about the reporter Peggy. She's going to be one to watch, I think, too. Oh, yes. I was like, wait, who's the reporter? You know what? You're right. She's kind of a sleeper. Like, she's just kind of popped in here and there. Ooh, that will be interesting. And she seems scandalous to me. What do you guys think? I kind of feel like she's a little scandalous. Like, something's going to come up. Joanna, I love this show. I am loving the show. She wanted Tyler to like her and was mad. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, Maddie's daughter is going to lose it with jealousy. Oh, the young daughter, like, what was her name? I could see that. I feel like we didn't really get a good sense of her yet. Like, I want to see more of her character too. But you're right. Like, a lot of the focus is on the boys. Peggy is a snake in the grass. That's what I think too. Okay, yeah, I'm curious because when she came in and was talking to Dana, I'm like, I love that Dana was like not giving her anything. And she was just kind of like, she didn't really know what to do. I feel like she's looking and learning. I think you're right. I think you're right, Jen. Peggy Snake, my grandmother had 10 kids, so everyone knows us, but I have always been in a small town, so I don't know any different. Okay, that's crazy. I don't know what that would be like. But if you don't know any different, it's just kind of one of those things, like that's how you grow up. Isaac, Charles, you might be right. You might be right. Isaac works for Peggy. Could you guys see that? Oh, I could see that. I did not even think that, but you could be right, Charles. That's a good observation because he was going through the files. I'm like, why is he going through files? Like, that was so interesting to me. Okay. I could see that. I could see that. We'll see. In episode 2, where the little girls lost their parents, died, Helen lost it in the kitchen. Yes, you guys. Courtney, you're right. I forgot there was so much in just these 2 episodes. I felt so sad for Helen to have to choose to where those kids would go because I could feel it was heavy on her. Like she didn't know the right decision. But then she talked to Annie and kind of got like clue-ins, and I think she made the right choice. She's very, I really love Helen's like demeanor and just her outlook, and I just love how smart she is. She's very intelligent. Oh, Peggy Nail. Yeah, just wait, Tina. LOL. Oh no, I'm dying. Okay. She definitely made the right choice. Yes, and I'm so glad. I'm like, what if those kids would have ended up with the crazy aunt? Oh, imagine going to the same church as your ex and his pregnant mistress. That is insane. I don't live in a small town, so I'm unsure if that happens, but that's tough. I thought that when they were all in church, I'm like, I would so hate being there. Like, oh, that would just be a hard pill to swallow. I would not like it. No spoilers. Hopefully, I don't think there are there? If so, I'm not reading it. So true, Nancy. Awkward. So awkward. I would hate that so much. That's another reason why I feel like Maddie is so strong. I'm like, how do you do that? I would just like ugh, I feel like I would fall apart. But I guess when you go through things like that, you kind of like you find a way to find the strength to get through it. Yes, that happens in a small town. Oh, that would be so bad. I watched 2 and dreamt about 10. Oh my gosh. Read my previous comment. Helen has a deep-rooted issue with having her own child, but still in love with her ex who can't commit. Ooh. That could be. Who's her ex? Like, do you guys think that Helen and the chef guy, is it Eric, have had a thing? Because their banter and like the way they are with each other, I feel like there's like a past there. Like, I don't know. I'm interested to see where that goes. Peggy would never give anything away. Yes, Peggy, thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys, can you believe we've already been talking for 40 minutes? Okay, so you guys, I feel like we talked about, I'm like, I could still go on forever, but I won't. So I want to talk about how we wanted to continue to watch the rest. So this was my thoughts. You guys, let me know what you think. I was thinking, and this is probably what we'll do because honestly, it's what I have time for. I was thinking, let's do 4 episodes a week. So I was thinking 2 episodes before Sunday. I'll get on here again live on Sunday, and we'll talk about episodes 3 and 4. And then let's do it again. We'll do another 2 episodes for Wednesday. So we'll do Wednesday episodes 5 and 6. What do you guys think about that? That's as a whole episode. LOL, sounds good to me. Works for me. This is pretty awesome. Thank you for making my wife smile. You guys, honestly, I was telling Danny today, I'm like, I just love talking about this stuff. And I don't even know why, but I enjoy, like, part of me wishes I could see all you guys, like all your faces. Cause I'm like, I would love just to get like your expressions and stuff. And maybe in the future we'll do that where we can do like a Zoom call or something and we can all talk about it. But I'm just like loving it. I'm loving being able to talk to you guys about this stuff because it's just stuff that's like fluff and we don't have to like worry about anything else that's going on in the world right now. Mary, this is so fun. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so it looks like you guys are all cool with that. So it just means you guys are going to get another live from me. So hopefully that's okay. Hopefully you don't get sick of me. Yes, this was fun. I enjoyed hearing everyone's theories. I did too. There's stuff I didn't even think about. So I'm so interested to see if it'll come true. I love doing this. Sounds good. Oh, you guys, I love that you're all here. Seriously, thank you guys for being here. Okay, so let's plan on Sunday. I will go live again. So watch episodes 3 and 4 for Sunday discussion, and then episodes 5 and 6 for Wednesday's discussion. So, oh, this will be so fun. I'm excited. Okay, everyone's excited for the next episode. Yay, yay, yay. Yes, Danny has a church meeting, so I do have to go. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure you're following me on Instagram because I have been posting my schedule there so that you guys know when lives are coming, what episodes we're on, different things like that. So make sure you're following my personal Instagram, which is Tina_Phillips_. Otherwise, we'll update you guys through like the text and different things. We'll try to find ways to update. But okay, enjoy the next 2 episodes, you guys. I'm so excited to watch them and see what they're all about. And I will talk to you guys on Sunday. Thanks for being here, you guys. We'll see you later. Bye.